it out in private and in public. Some of them absolutely hated each other. But ultimately, what did they do? They recognized the imperative of that moment in time and the mission, the no-fail mission they had before them. Well, we are facing a no-fail mission today. We cannot afford to fail. We cannot afford to stand on the sidelines and think, okay, well, somebody else is going to go out there and make this happen. We can't afford to sit back and say, hey, good for you. I'm glad you're running for office. I'm going to stay at home. Good job. Keep up the good work. It is going to require every single one of us, whatever your party affiliation may be, whatever your feelings on one issue or another, or how do we solve this challenge or that challenge, the reality is that unless we stand up and defend freedom today, we won't have a vibrant open marketplace of ideas where we can debate how we best tackle and solve the challenges we face in healthcare or in housing or the role of government as a whole. We will not be able to have these debates unless we live in a truly free society. So we have to be vigilant. We've already seen over these last 3.5 years how divisive it has become, the brazenness of the abuse of power. Be vigilant and stand strong and be tireless in our defense of freedom. There's a quote that I want to share with you that was quite jarring to me when I read it. And it's a quote from President Lincoln that he delivered on January 27th of 1838 in a speech to the Young Men's Lyceum of Springfield, Illinois. He said, quote, "At what point then is the approach of danger to be expected? I answer, if it ever reach us, it must spring up amongst us. It cannot come from abroad. If destruction be our lot, we must ourselves be its author and finisher. As a nation of free men, we must live through all time or die by suicide." That is the seriousness of where we are as Americans and as a country. Those who are in power in our country today are leading us and our great nation towards this suicide that Abraham Lincoln warned against. This threat to our freedom and our liberty is coming from within. And if we don't take action, then we will look back on this moment when it's too late with regret, but we won't be able to say that we weren't warned, that we didn't see it coming. There are many people throughout our nation's history who have sacrificed everything in defense of our freedom, in defense of our liberty. And so I encourage you to remember them. I know people, I've served with people who I carry in my heart on those days where you might feel a little bit tired, on those days where the attacks are kind of strong, not being deterred when people call you names, or even when people close to you challenge you or criticize you, or maybe they stop talking to you altogether simply because you are living up to your responsibility, our responsibility as Americans to be defenders of freedom and liberty. Stand strong. It's going to take hard work, a lot of door knocking, phone calls, social media, going out and doing the good work of rising above the noise and the name calling and standing strong and proud with aloha for freedom and liberty, now and forever. Thank you all so much. It's so great to see you.